What's up, DVU day 309, having a good day today. I had two classes this morning, or no, I had one class today. My morning class got canceled. My math class, which is at 8:45, ended up telling us last time that, hey, no class Wednesday, so I'm excited about that. And I was even more excited because last night I wasn't feeling good at all. Like sore throat, like nauseous, just throwing up type, feeling sick. And I was thinking, man, all last night, before I was going to bed, and then, waking up that morning today was just like, man, there's no way I'll be able to go to Memphis tomorrow, feeling like this. So, I just kind of posted a status on Facebook saying like, hey, I just really need some prayer. I had some people praying for me for sure, my family, some friends up here, my girlfriend, and prayers get answered, man. So today, I ended up not having class in the morning. Skipped chapel just to get some extra rest, and I was up all night last night studying to prepare for this quiz exam or test / exam I had scheduled for 12 before my 1:30 class. So I was like, it was gonna be rough if I was feeling bad as I was, and I woke up probably around 8 or 7, probably around 7. Izzy's alarm went off at 7. Kind of woke me up a little bit. Woke me up enough to where I was awake but laying in bed, awake, sleep I guess whatever you want to call that, but I ended up running a fever for 2 hours, and it actually really helped a lot. Like when, most people think, oh, I ran a fever, it's not bad, that's not a good thing. Dude, running a fever, if you're sick, is the best thing for you, because it just kills all the germs, kills everything. And so I ran a fever for 2 hours, I think, because I was sweating hot for about 2 hours. And then I ended up waking up, actually fully kind of waking up, opening my eyes and really just kind of moving around, right around 10:45, 11ish, and just got out of bed. I'm like, man, I feel totally different now after the fever. So it just totally fixed me up, and so prayers got answered, and I'm so thankful for that. And just start off my day good, man. Not having to deal with being sick and feeling nauseous and stuff like that. Actually, kind of rejuvenated in a way. And so ended up going to my exam for studying for a little bit. I was studying all last night, and it went good. I felt like I got a good grade on it, and felt like I knew the information. So I was excited about that today. I was excited. It was the last day of classes before I'd go to Memphis. Had my 1:30 class. He took some notes in that. It went pretty good. Went to baseball practice at Diamonds. Practice went really good. I was hitting the ball really well in the cages. So it went from everything being really bad to everything being really good. So it just shows how God can just kind of work in that way and just snap things really quick and change. So anyway, after that, after practice, came back to the dorms, went and got some dinner, came back to the dorm again, changed, cleaned up, head on out to the basketball game tonight. It was the whiteout night, Stone Zone night. Still got the shirt on, actually, the Stone Zone. So it's kind of a cool little phrase. We got Cornerstone, Stone Zone for the fans, student section. And we were getting pretty rowdy and loud tonight. It's kind of a bummer because we really had almost half the team there for us. Had soccer, track, softball, just had everybody wearing white, and we were jumping up and down pretty loud, yelling at some points in the game. All of us are going to be hoarse tomorrow for baseball, but we ended up losing. Tough loss. We lost to a team called Aquinas. They're not even making the playoffs, so it was pretty funny. The guy knocked down this crazy buzzer beater, not buzzer beater, like a shot clock. The clock was ticking down pretty good. He ended up making a 3-pointer to take the lead by 5 when his shot clock was at 2. He just kind of grabbed it and threw it up a 3. Made it with about 10 seconds left on the clock. He comes running down the court yeah, totally showing us up. We're whatever, dude, congratulations, hope you feel special. You're never going to play college basketball after this probably. But dude looked like Justin Bieber, so every time he had the ball, we'd be like, Bieber, Bieber. It was hilarious. It was good, but, ended up getting that loss. It's kind of hurting. But it's all good. Our team's going to be making the playoffs, probably in the top 10 seeds for sure. And they'll be fine with that. We'll actually probably play Aquinas again in the conference and kick their butts then. So it'll be a little payback. So it'll be nice. But I'm kind of bummed about the loss. But then after that, I was hanging out with my girlfriend a little bit. Won't be able to see her for the next 3 days, so kind of getting some time in now. And had a good time with that, too. So, like I said, went from having really bad starting that night, kind of midnight, to really just changing over a span of hours. So it just shows how prayer and God really works. Excited tomorrow. I'm all packed up, just finished packing, actually. all the stuff I need to bring to Memphis, all the clothes and jersey equipment and things like that. So the only thing I cannot find is my iPod. So it looks like I'll be listening to music off my phone for the portion of the trip. So not too happy about that. Maybe it's in one of my bags, just can't find it. Hopefully it is. Hey, I'll probably just pray about that too. It'll come true. So anyway, finally happy that I finished that. Drinking me a little emergency, like give me a little bit feeling a little bit more better before I take this trip. So excited. We leave at 10 o'clock, packing up at 9:30. I'm gonna go pick up hopefully some grab and go meals before that. So I'll have some snacks on the bus, and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, get to the verse of the day. We got 1 John chapter 3. We're gonna read verse 16 through 19. Now I know I probably read these verses one time in a previous DVU, but I don't know how long ago it was, but these are some really good verses, and I really feel like God's telling me to read these again. So anyway, it says, "This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives also for our brothers. If anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need, but has no pity on him, how then can the love of God be in him? Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with our actions and in truth. This is how we know that we belong to the truth, and how that we set our hearts in rest in his presence." Really some strong verses right there, talking about how, this is how we know what really true love is. True love was God sending his only son, Jesus, come die on the cross to forgive us of all of our sins. That's what true love is. That he showed the greatest amount of love. So knowing what that is, obviously, God calls us to have the same kind of love for others, the same kind of love for our family members, the same kind of love for anybody. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Love God, love people." And so, anyway, but it says at verse 17, "If anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need but has no pity on him, how then can the love of God be in him?" If you're worrying about material things, whether it's what your clothes or your phone, just anything that's material over another person, especially like a brother, how then can you truly have the love of God in you if you're concerning about nothing but yourself, opposed to somebody who's either your friend, your brother, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anybody. You should be concerned about others before yourself. So then, that's kind of verse talking about right there. Like, how can you have the love of God in you if you're not even concerned about others before yourself? And then you continue on to verse 16 or 18. It says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth. Then this is how we know that we belong to truth, and how we set our hearts at rest in his presence." He's calling it, now we know what love is. It's Christ dying on the cross. That's the true love. We know what we should be doing and how we should be acting with love. It's telling us now that's not love with our words and how we speak or just how with our tongue. It says we should be loving in actions. It's little things like that. It doesn't mean like, hey, go give a random person a hug and a kiss today. It means maybe it's opening the door for somebody, or making sure you're picking up something if somebody drops it. Just showing what God would do. If you're in a situation, just ask yourself that. What would Jesus do in this situation? What would he do? What kind of love would he show this person? So it's little things like that. And at the very end it says, this is how we know that we belong to the truth. This is how we know that we find rest in his presence. So once you finally know that love, and you do the actions that you're called to do, that's how you know you're truly in the truth, and you find rest in his presence. So really love those verses. Hope you all do too. You'll hit that like, share, subscribe, double tap buttons. As always, share the DVU. Thursday. That means we're one more day away from the weekend, baby, because it's like 1:30 here. So I guess we could say it's Thursday. But anyway, tomorrow's Thursday, whatever you want to say it. So that means we're that much closer to the weekend. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Get some sweet dreams. Behave. And don't get sick. And hopefully I find my iPod, so be praying about that one. Have a good night.